Here we go. So Wu Jingyu of China in blue, going for third gold medal at the Olympics, which not even the legendary Stephen Lopez has managed. He's got 2 golds and a bronze. It was a real shame today to see Steve Lopez withdraw. He's actually here in the building, but he didn't fight. I don't know if there's some old injury that's in there, and you know, it's part of the sport, isn't it? Injuries that niggle you, and you possibly turn up for an event, and then you get there and you actually go, you know what, I can't actually compete.
I think sometimes you forget it is a full contact martial art, and it might not happen in the ring on the day. It could happen in training, but injuries is a big thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's good to see. Sometimes in... oh, there's a head kick. It did score, absolutely. Second movement. That's a beautiful move from Wu Jingyu, wasn't it?
Her headshots are just phenomenal.
And she's... well, I know they call Jade Jones a headhunter, but she is definitely waving that foot all around the head of Bogdanovic. And Wu here.
She always looks so relaxed as well, all the time.
Yeah. She's comfortable, you could say, and certainly not looking to, you know, these two have not fought each other before, no head-to-heads, and she's straight in. And somebody asked me yesterday, you know, you are allowed to step out the ring, it's both feet out of the blue area, that means you're outside, and an automatic Kyungo. That's one thing which isn't in our rules video, but it is something that, you know, if you've seen it before, if you have an infringement, if you fall on the floor, if a hand touches the floor, if you go out the ring, or you actually produce a foul or something the referee doesn't like, you get a Kyungo, which is like a yellow card. 2 yellow cards equals a red, and that means, there's a kick from Bogdanovic, and she scores. Incredible.
That was really nice.
Well, she scored the 2 points to start with. I think Wu just gave a little nod of appreciation, saying that was good. Well, you don't beat the world number 2 without having some a little bit of artillery to pull out when needed, and she just showed it there because Wu had dominated so far in this fight. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah. I think she's definitely got something to think about now.
Yeah. Well, she's going in with the chop kick. That's it. Chop kick is her favourite move. We've only seen about 10 of them so far.
It's because a hamstring flexibility is so good. She picks it up there like she's lifting a feather up, or it's like her legs don't weigh anything. Yeah.
Well, she's a small girl, and in fact, if anything, this does go to prove sometimes you don't have to be a lanky 6'9" or anything like that to be good at Taekwondo. And no. She is. She's light. It's 5-all. Yeah, this is what a start.
This is one of the closest matches. Well, I know it's early in the game, but it's closest I've seen her in a fight in a while. I think the Serbian girl.
Yeah. Well, here's a few slow-mos. Well, the thing I've noticed with the replays, you know, I'm sure people have said this to you socially, that, you know, you only do, 3 rounds of 2 minutes, and, you know, and then you look at one particular movement, you see the amount of effort and muscle power. There's a beautiful shot of that headshot from Bogdanovic. And, you know, you really do appreciate every single move requires a lot of power.
Even it might just be the movement that takes it out of your legs. It's not always just the kicking that gets you tired.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Second period. Well, Wu, as we said earlier, she scored 28 points in 2 rounds. That main camera's not right, is it, right? So
she keeps going for that headshot. She keeps trying.
Absolutely.
6-5 now, so it's a good defense, a good option there for Wu Jingyu. Tried to sneak under leg by spinning, which would have scored, would have been 3 points.
The attempted step through back is just missing. Well blocked by Bogdanovic.
Well, Bogdanovic just slightly in the lead here.
Ooh. It's a really close fight.
It is. It certainly is. And Wu just trying to push Bogdanovic. On the defensive, flicks the foot up.
You can never count. I was literally just about to say that she looks a bit wild up, but she's found it.
Yeah, incredible. Just on the defensive, and it just shows that, you know, even if you're attacking your opponent, you've got to watch out for that foot being flicked up. And well, we're already in 1.5 periods so far in this final. 9 points to her name. Bogdanovic scoring well though.
Shows how quick a game can change. 30 seconds ago, you would say the Serbian girl looked quite comfortable. Now,
yeah,
Woo Jingyu pulled away a little bit.
5-point lead for the double Olympic champion. Very smooth indeed. She likes nodding her head at her opponent. Yeah. Appreciation there.
You were saying, no, this girl's only 17 years old and she's come and she's given a really good fight.
Yeah. Well, that'll do. And that was very good from Woo Jingyu. It was 5-all after the first period, remember? So that was a 7-1 win there for Woo in the second period. And she really is dominating this particular fight. But Bogdanovic has come here for the fight, and you know, you've got to take your hat off to her. You know, you're fighting double Olympic champion, you're 17 years old. You know, well, you know, she was 9 years old when Woo won her first one of her first Olympics. And here she is at 17. You know, she's into the lines then, and holding her head up.
You have to take your hat off to her just to get in the ring and to compete the way she is against Woo Jingyu.
Bogdanovic from Serbia is ranked 18 in the world, took bronze.
Here's a lovely shot from above. I love his ceiling camera from time to time.
She's the Open champion in Holland, and in PRIX. So here we come, lining up for...
But it's a good crowd here tonight. It was a pretty much full house. You couldn't actually buy a ticket for last night. And, well, still a good crowd here, still healthy. But, are enjoying themselves.
Yeah,
and here we go.
It's nice to see a lot of people in watching it.
Yeah, absolutely. We had some tag team earlier on, which was absolutely wonderful to watch. Really good to see so many youngsters, and the atmosphere was incredible. I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's really good to watch the tag team. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, and sometimes you got a big guy against a small guy, and the small guy headshot him, and the crowd just jumps up and down. It was wonderful to see.
Legs flying everywhere.
But yeah, Woo Jingyu is flying legs everywhere at the moment, and she's scoring heavily yet again. 15 points. It's a 12-point difference. We'll see the match close down. So far it's 8. But, even with the heavy scoring possible, they still kept the points difference at 12. So that's something that you have to watch out for when you're competing. Yeah. We have seen some big scores. You know, that only counts from, is it midway or the end of the second period?
End of the second round.
End of the second,
There's a 12-point gap.
Because I saw a score of 35-7 or something earlier on. Yeah. It was quite heavy. There's a beautiful kick from Woo Jingyu. And, you know, the crowd here applaud that because it was poetry in motion. She just came in like a silent manoeuvre. There she did again.
She's so fast off the mark.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like lightning. It was a little bit like seeing Jade Jones, to be honest. Jade just looks so much faster. And I think Bogdanovic there has realised this one is lost. And she almost just voluntarily goes down. The first Kyungo of the match. You don't see that very often. But these girls have come here to compete.
Yeah, definitely they are. She's putting up a good fight. Obviously, the score's quite a big gap, but I think that she's done well.
Yeah, she certainly has. Well, the 12-point margin was reached, and there you heard the buzzer, 19 points to 7. So even though there was still plenty of time left on the clock, Woo Jingyu, the double Olympic champion, has qualified through to the final. And well, we saw earlier she scores heavily, and she scored heavily here. Very confident. In fact, that's her third stoppage before the end. So she's not feeling very tired, is she? No. She's not playing full games, that's for sure. Well, that was beautiful. But we're going to see a lot more of TIJANA Bogdanovic from Serbia. She's just had a little bit of a lesson out there, but she's certainly given her all. And we'll see more of her to come. She might not be qualifying for the Rio Games. She hasn't really done much. She won the Dutch Open, Bogdanovic, but she hasn't done much else on the world scene. But I think she's going to be one of those athletes to look out for in 2020.
Yeah, definitely.
Final score here in the first semi-final. Woo Jingyu winning 19 points to 7 over TIJANA Bogdanovic.